It's a defense that's really simple that you can go out and know exactly what to do and fly around and make plays. They're not going to put a lot on us. By the time you get out there in training camp, you should know what to do.
What's up, Browns fans? Time for another edition of Working From Home, and this time our guest, second-year linebacker Sione Takitaki. Sione, how you doing, brother? It's great to see you.
I'm doing good, man. I'm just over here hanging out with family, grinding, doing, trying to make it work.
Yeah, so where are you right now?
So right now I'm in California.
Okay,
I'm in
very
Loomis,
good.
California, visiting my in-laws, these last couple of days. But yeah, man, it's crazy times right now we're living in, but I wish I was in Cleveland, making it happen. So
No doubt about it. And you mentioned you've still been able to kind of like stay sharp. You finally got your iPad so you can kind of jump into this and at least, get yourself prepared for when you do get to come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, most definitely. Even though, it's been crazy with these gyms closing down on us and all that stuff, we still making it work every day, man. We're putting in that work. And then, like you said, man, the iPads, man, it's such a blessing to get those. I was so excited to get that in the mail and get going, watch some film and things like that coach is sending us. So good times.
Absolutely. So have you gotten a chance to talk with your new defensive coordinator, Joe Woods, and just about this defense and what they expect to see from you here in year two, what your role might be?
Yeah, I talked to him and Coach Tarver. It's a defense that's really simple that you can go out and know exactly what to do and fly around and make plays. They're not going to put a lot on us. By the time you get out there in training camp, you should know what to do and go out there and make plays, man. It's a fast defense. You can fly around, and this is definitely my style. That's kind of what Coach Tarver was telling me. They want me to play the will, things like that. So I'm excited to do that. You know what I mean? I can just line up and play. I'm obviously help out the mic a lot, but just hearing the excitement of the defense, I'm excited. And then watching it on the iPad, I could tell it's real simple. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not too simple. You should know certain things, but it's definitely defense. You go out there, line up, and play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you
I'm
mentioned
excited for that.
You mentioned the Will. You played the Mike for. You played some Sam last year for the Browns as well. So a little bit of a different position. Something probably you get to show off your athleticism and some of those drops and in coverage. So you got to be excited about that.
Most definitely, I'm excited to play the Will. I played it in college. So it's something that I'm pretty used to. Like I was telling you, my last year in college, I played the Mike only 7 games. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Different feel at the next level, but I feel comfortable at the Will or the Mike. You know what I mean? Having that year under your belt, learning all those little things. Last year I felt like early on I was more learning on where I should line up than play. You know what I mean? So it made me play real slow. Now this year, having that whole year of experience of the last coaches, these coaches kind of teaching me all these things, I come in and play fast. Man, I'm not out there thinking assignments, alignments, and things like that.
Hey, we know you like to fly around the field, so playing fast and physical that suits that is the Sione Takitaki style personified.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get after it, man. We're gonna get after it.
I love it. Have you got to talk to your boy Mac Wilson at all this offseason? How's he doing?
Yeah, man. I'm always chopping. We got a little group chat, so we always chopping it up. Always making sure he's working down. He does the same. You know what I mean? He's grinding too. So, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time, man. I know people sleeping on us, but it's all right. We're gonna make it happen. The coaches, man, been doing a great job with the videos and things like that, down to that stuff. So, but I feel real confident going in the year.
Absolutely.
It'll be good.
Yeah, and it's an opportunity, I think, for you to step, obviously, Mac, to continue his growth. It's a young linebacking core, but there's a lot of talent in there. You guys were drafted for a reason, and, this year get a chance to show that because I think a lot of people are, right now, you said it, they're kind of sleeping on the Browns linebackers, and you guys, I think, have a chance with B.J. Goodson coming in, yourself, Mac, and some of the other guys that are there to really kind of make a statement and open some people's eyes.
Most definitely. Most definitely. You said it right, man. No need to touch up on it, man. We're excited to get these rolling. We like being in this. I like being in this, in this position. I'm gonna make it work. We'll all make it work.
What do you think of the new uniforms?
I love them, man. Real old school look.
Yeah.
And they kind of went back to it. A lot of people have worn this uniform, those jerseys. So I feel good, putting it on, representing it. I think they're swaggy too. With the stripes and all that stuff. I'm really excited can't wait to run out on Sundays and get things going. But I like them. They're real flashy and clean to me.
Yeah, they are clean. BYU guys kept it pretty traditional, right? Did you guys kind of
Yeah,
keep
they
the
keep it pretty traditional. Yeah, over there, they don't really go too crazy. They did have a all black uniform, and then they took it out. They're like, that's
too
too
much?
much. Yeah, it's too much. So I'm good with the traditional look. It's kind of what they do at BYU. So here at the Browns, man, I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So I want to take you back a year ago because it's draft week. The draft is right around the corner. A year ago at this time, on
Yeah.
that Monday of draft week, what's going through, your mind as you were, getting ready to figure out where you were going to be playing, in the NFL?
Yeah, man, it's a crazy feel. You're excited, but you're a little nervous too. You know what I mean? You don't know where you're gonna go, but you're excited because you've been waiting for this your whole life. You train so hard, you put in all those hours at work. Um, so you're excited to get things going, um, and make your dream, come true. So it was a crazy feel. Just talking to family. And leading up to that process, is a wild process. You're doing a lot of workouts. It's crazy. It's different this year, but I
Right.
know last year, you're flying places, you're doing workouts, you're doing combine stuff, pro day stuff. You don't really get to hunker down on your football stuff. So it's a wild process. But man, thinking back on that time, it was a good time. Especially for me, my family, friends, and all that stuff. Man, we definitely had a good time when it came around and I got drafted.
What was it like when you saw the phone ring and you knew that it was the call to get drafted?
Oh man, hard dropped. I was like, man, no way. Just knowing that it was Cleveland was on the pick and seeing it was, they said Cleveland, and the area code was like, what? Picked it up, man, and it was Cleveland. So I could, yeah, I can't explain that experience, man. I was just super excited, super humble and blessed. You know what I mean? I felt, super blessed. The Lord blessed me to get this opportunity, and I was ready to roll.
And you had a pretty good idea, if I remember from talking to you last year, that the Browns were pretty into you coming into that
Yeah,
process.
it was crazy. I didn't, I met with them at the combine and all that stuff, but then after that, I didn't really get to talk to them. So I kind of thought like, maybe they're, I'm not a fit or something like that. But they came calling on that day. So you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
I got the
And
shirt on. I'm ready to go,
I
man.
see that.
Year
Dangerous.
two,
Let's
man.
go.
We'll make it
Let's.
happen.
What was the one thing you really wanted to work on this offseason to get, to try to take your game, to the level that you want it to be at?
Yeah. So this off season, I definitely emphasized drops and my one-on-one coverage. Um, I feel like I wouldn't say I struggled at it, but I definitely wasn't out there. You know what I mean? As one of those guys. So I definitely going into this year, I definitely emphasize that the run that just comes natural. I'm physical, so that's going to be pretty easy. But yeah, I emphasize drops. Being in the right, and then it's cool that we got the iPad too. Now we can see what kind of drops that they want. You could definitely emphasize that in the workouts and all that stuff. So those are the two things I really emphasize. Obviously, I worked on everything else. I can make sure that kept my striking good. Even rushing somewhat. In case they want me blitzing off the edge, talking to Coach Tarver. So yeah, everything's sharp. But those are the two things I definitely emphasize: my drops and my cover one-on-one, and every day, I'm emphasizing those two things. So I think I know, come year two, man, those things are gonna improve by
Yeah,
strides.
and listen, when you guys get back together, you're going to get as great of practice. Iron sharpening iron. You got Austin Hooper and David at tight ends. You got
Oh
Kareem and
yeah.
Chubb in the backfield. You're going to get your one-on-one action there,
Oh
Sione,
yeah,
no
those
doubt.
big body guys. That's all I've been, sticking guys that are big bodies and the little slots too this off season, man, working with some of my guys. So it's been good, man. I'm excited.
What's one thing you'd like to say to the Browns fans now? Because I know everybody who gets to know you, we love you, infectious personality, all that energy. And, this year, hopefully is the year you get to take that, put it on the field, play a lot of snaps, make a lot of plays.
Yeah.
And I know the crowd will get fired up. So what's something you want to say to the Browns fans right now as we're all going through kind of, this tough time?
I just want to let them know, year two will be big. I know that for sure in my heart, you know what I mean? And not just for myself, but for, the whole team. I feel like we got 1 year, to be together. And I feel like another year would do some great things. keep the hope, and go Browns.
Go Browns is right. I'll leave
Hey,
you with
simple
this.
and sweet. You know what I mean? Don't need to tell them the whole life story. You know what I mean? Those two things they should know, and that's it. You know what I mean? We'll get things rolling. Don't need to tell them the whole lot.
What's kind of just been your impression of head coach Kevin Stefanski? Because for you, year two, second head coach in 2 seasons. You go back to BYU, it's 3 head coaches in 3 seasons for you. So,
yeah.
What's kind of your impressions of the new program as it is for the Cleveland Browns this year?
I like what he's been saying, man, and just in his videos and meetings. We're all about the work. That's kind of one of the big things that he emphasizes. And I feel like, I fit in that resume, and I feel like a lot of guys are like that, where I can come out and tell everybody, what we're going to do, and, keep, blah, 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 this, just be about the work. And when time comes, you should, that's when it should be, said, it should be felt then, when it's time. So I like his method, but I feel like he's a straight edge guy, he knows what he wants, and he's going to tell you straight up, you know what I mean? But he also can be cool, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm excited to get back in the building. I know he's a great guy. I looked up. I know he's a man of God, so that's big for me. You know what I mean? Big, that I believe too. So yeah, man, I think he's a straight up guy. So it's going to be exciting to get in the building and get to know him more.
Absolutely. We can't wait to get you guys back in the building and to see this team come together. As Mac told me, he said, I hit up coach and he hit me with the yo. He's like, all right, I knew this guy.
yeah.
Like,
no, same.
Right.
No, yeah. So he got a little style to him. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. So
yes.
Pretty smooth, man.
We can't wait to get you back. Excited to see you in year 2, obviously, going back to that will position you like, getting kind of in space, playing fast, playing physical, the Sione Takitaki way. It's always great catching up with you, man. You and your family stay safe, and can't wait to see you back in Cleveland and say what's up, person to person.
Hey, for sure, man. Much love to you and the family, man, and everybody else. Go Browns.